All right, we're getting under two. All right, welcome to the 106th District Court. Court is in session. This is cause number 2020 CR 1324, the state of Texas versus Miguel Benito Ortiz. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We're also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. The time now is 11:27 a.m. on the 28th day of June, 2021. These proceedings are official. They're on the record and being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you were in court, and all are instructed not to record the proceedings. And if I could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Austin Stout for the state.
Scott McCrum for Mr. Ortiz.
Sir, are you the same Miguel Ortiz charged by indictment with aggravated robbery? Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
And state, are we proceeding as charged?
No, Your Honor, the state's proceeding on a lesser included offense of robbery, a second-degree felony.
All right, thank you. Mr. Ortiz, I'm going to use a function of Zoom called share screen. I'm going to show you the indictment in this case. And are you familiar with this document? Mr. Ortiz, are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. McCrum, did we waive reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement that's been signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same and I make it a part of the record. And then Mr. Ortiz, I'm going to go back into share screen again. I'm going to show you another document. It's called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. And let me scroll down to an electronic signature and use my cursor to circle around it. Is this your signature, sir?
Yes, sir.
I signed this document. You're telling me two things. One, you understand that normally we do pleas live in an open court, but you are consenting to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
Secondly, your electronic signature here, as well as all the other electronic signatures of yours in the plea packet before me today, you're telling me that those are valid as if you personally signed them. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the consent. I make it a part of the record. And still using share screen, I'm now showing you another document called the Court's Admonishments. I'll scroll through because it's several pages and ask, are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
On the bottom of page 3 is an electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get out of share screen. By signing the Court's Admonishments, you're telling me that you understand the Court's Admonishments and that you understand the rights that are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
That you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And the rights that you're giving up is you have the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself and not plead today. Did you understand that before you sign this?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range for the lesser included offense of robbery, which is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that before you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the Court's admonishments and make them a part of the record. Sir, I'm going to go back to share screen again to show you the plea bargain in this case. I'll scroll through for you. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
There's an electronic signature to the left. I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one to the right. I'm using my cursor to circle around. These are your two signatures.
Yes, sir.
This document details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I'll let you know if I'm going to follow this prior to the entry of your plea. First says that the state will only proceed in the lesser included offense of robbery. Punishment will be assessed with 5 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice with a $1,500 fine. There's no application for community supervision or deferred adjudication. Taken in consideration for dismissal is another indicted felony cause of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. You'll have no contact with the complaining witnesses in both cases. And one of your signatures, the one on the left, waives your appeal. Is that your understanding of the agreement, sir?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get out of share screen. Sir, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
But if I do follow a plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And that's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions were filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
No, Your Honor.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, I will allow you to withdraw the plea and we'll proceed to trials if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
If not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense would have serious adverse effects on your immigration status. And I'll note that you certified on the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual and rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
He has.
Do you believe that he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
Yes, I do.
Sir, to the lesser included offense of robbery, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Do you understand that you can still be found guilty under a no contest plea?
Yes, sir.
Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, sir.
Anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
If you're going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, sir.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
The state offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 and attachments prior to getting on the record and find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Sir, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made, that there was sufficient evidence to support the plea, and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea. And I find you guilty, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mr. McCrum, is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
No, Your Honor.
Being no legal reason, in accordance to the agreement with the state, sir, I sentence you to 5 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, and I'll give you credit for time served. There's a $1,500 fine. Taken in consideration as another offense, I'm going to read you the cause number. I'll tell you the offense. If you plead true to this, then I dismiss that case. Do you understand the proceeding, sir?
Yes, sir.
And cause number 2020 CR 8000, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. How do you plead, true or not true?
Not true.
Okay, I can't dismiss it when you say
Oh,
not
true, true, true.
All right, that is dismissed. You'll have no contact with the complaining witnesses from both of those cases. One is Nathan Alejandre, that is for this case, and the other one is Gabriela Salvera. Sir, there's a plea bargain case. I followed the plea bargain, so you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm also noting you waived your appeal in the plea bargain agreement. I'm making a certification of this for the record. I'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. We're almost ready to conclude the hearing, sir. I just want to express to you, good luck to you, sir. Is there anything else from either side in regards to the plea or to the sentencing?
Nothing from the state.
No, Your Honor.
This matter is now concluded. We are in recess and I'm turning off YouTube.